everyone, and welcome back to the Wicked Witch of the East Coast. I am Rita, I'm your host, and let's have ourselves a little chat today. Let's get cozy on this really snowy, stormy, East Coasty day, and let's have a little spooky chat about some stuff. I have a little bit of a haul, which is kind of fun in this off season. And I'm going to talk about a few projects that I have kind of coming up this winter, spooky projects in the works. So stay tuned and let's get into her. So the stuff that I got some of it off Temu, and I got one thing off of Facebook Marketplace. So I'm going to show you first what I got off of Temu. And first thing is I got these treat bags. And if you saw my last video, I did Halloween fancy treat bags for the neighborhood kids, which went amazing, by the way. Just for an example, okay, so I mentioned in the last video that you have to, if you're going to hand out treats, you really have to put it up on our community bulletin board, like our Facebook page, because there's not that many kids in town and we're a small town. So if you want them to come to your place, you kind of have to put it up there. And so last year I got 21 kids, which just regular candy, no big deal. And then this year I did close to 60 kids, which is, it's a huge number. It's a huge, you know, for around here, it's a huge number. And it was so much fun because at certain points, like we have a pretty big driveway, but at certain points, the cars were lined up in the driveway, kind of, and we have a big driveway too, and they were jammed up in the driveway and the kids were lining up at the door. And it was so much fun. And I dressed up like a witch, like a scary green witch. If I can put a picture in, I'll put the picture in. But it was so much fun. It was so thrilling. And you could tell the kids just loved it. And so now this year, I have to up my game because I had close to 60 kids. And I made, now last year, like I said, last year I had 21 kids. And this year I had close to 60. So I ran out of my bags. Luckily, I bought extra candy, but I didn't have any of those, you know, the extra good bags left. So this year I'm buying 60 bags and we'll kind of go from there. Because I really don't want that much, you know, candy hanging around after Halloween. So I'm kind of just trying to hit it on the nose. And then, you know, if there's one or two bags left over at the end of the night, that's okay. But I just don't want a whole whack of it hanging around. So this year I bought 60 of these bags. Now I got these off of Temu. And honestly, like that's where I got the last ones too. And they're, Jesus, they're so cool. Like, so 12 was only 10 bucks, which is, I think that's pretty awesome. And these ones are a bit different than last year, which is kind of fun because I get bored of things easy and I need a change. So you get 4. So I got that one. That one comes in the pack, the cat, and there's a bit of a haunted house one. And, oh, I really like this one. That one there with the pumpkins and the ghosts and the haunted house, the haunted castle or something in the background. And then this one here as well, like the spooky little spooky tree scene with the bats and everything. And so, you know, again, same thing with tissue paper. So what I'll do is I'll put some, and I'm going to do the same candy, but with the addition of the better chips. And I mean, it's just fine. I mean, there's 3 good treats, but still a nice big bag of chips for the kids. And so with this, I think I might see if I can find like a dark orange tissue paper to go inside of these and a black. And I'll do the same thing as last year and I'll alternate them. But I think this year this needs dark orange and black, something like that, you know. But anyways, so I got those and I got, see the extra ones are over here. And so I have those ready for next year. So you'll see them again, but until next year. Okay, now, the next thing I got off of Temu Yeah, so those were only like 10 bucks, 10 bucks for a 12 pack. So I don't think that was too bad. Okay, and I like to be prepared. So I like buying stuff early so that I have it, because then you're prepared, you know, and then you're not scrambling to get things ready last minute. Keeps the anxiety down. So anyways, okay, the next thing I bought at Temu, and this is part of a winter project that I'm going to do. And so what I have is a sign. Oh, no, it's not a sign. It's like a witch picture that I had got off of Temu. It's like one of those canvas prints that they print out. And it's a witch hat on a stack of books. Here, I'll show you. I have it right here. It's big, you know, it's a good size. So it's this here. And what I've done is I glued that. Now it's a plastic canvas, so it's really tough. So I glued it on this like underlay, like you could just get at the hardware store. It's not expensive. So, and I do a lot of woodworking stuff. So, I just glued it on that backer, so it's stiff and rigid. And what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to make, my husband's going to help me with this part, but I'm going to make a frame, like a big ornate frame that goes over top of it. I'm going to hang it above my witchy mantle that I have. But I want a little bit of color into it. And my mantle is kind of like, it's purples. Like it's the witchy purples and it's the greens and stuff like that. So I need the purple accent to come up into the picture to kind of keep the color flowing. So what I bought is this really nice purple velvet. And honestly, this wasn't very expensive either. And you get a full yard. It's a full yard of fabric. It's not easy to sew, so it's not great to sew with it or anything like that, unless you really know what you're doing, you know? Whereas I'm pretty much a cotton sewer. I'm not very skilled there, but I get by. So this is going to be like a matting for that witch picture. So I'm gonna have about a 4-inch matting of the same material. And then I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna like upholster that matting with this velvet purple fabric, like maybe 4 or 5 inches, something that stands out really nice. And so this whole project is going to take a lot of layering, but it needs that pop of color, and this is what's going to do it. So I'm super happy to have that. Next thing I got off of Temu, which is pretty fun, and I've looked for this before off of Temu, and they didn't have a great selection. And then it seems like after Halloween was over, then the selection really ramped up. But I could have not been using the right prompts or something like that to search the right product. But I got these really cute pajamas. And they're pumpkin bat pajamas. So, you know, like I will wear these year round, no problem. I haven't stuck them on yet because I wanted to show you first before I got into them. But they're super cute, really nice. And so it's the top and of course a pair of bottoms, long legs, full length. And it has a lot of nice detail like the orange piping here, which is very nice. And they're not super, super long, which is really nice because I'm short. So I don't have to do a lot of hemming there, which is nice. But the fabric is very, very light. It has a linen texture. Kind of like when I first took it out of the package a couple days ago, I looked at it and I couldn't I'm feeling it. I'm thinking, what is that, you know? And it's kind of like, it feels like it kind of feels like a shirt from like the 1960s, that feeling like your grandma in the summer would wear these like light linen-y kind of polyester, like summer shirts from the 60s. It's kind of hard to explain, but that's kind of what it feels like. It's very light, so it'll be nice in the summer too. But see, like, look at the ribbing or the piping on it. It's really, you know, it's really nice actually. And I got an extra large. So I usually find that with Temu, I find that I don't have to size up with Temu. Like if I buy an extra large, it's usually an extra large. So that's okay, but everybody's different. I got something off of Facebook Marketplace that I think was like a total steal. I could be wrong. It really doesn't matter. I'm just kind of happy that I just have them in my possession now. And that is, now this is just a little sample, but I bought 26 of them off of Facebook Marketplace for 15 bucks. And I was, oh my God, I just had to have them. Like, I just have to have them. And it's kind of funny because I never read these books as a kid. I was a show watcher. So I watched the show. I wasn't really a reader up until I, got into my 30s. But I just love this. It's so nostalgic and it makes me feel so good I just want to see the books. Like, I only had a couple as a kid, but just to see the books around the house, I just love it. And I got 26 and and some of them are not in the best condition, but honestly, I really don't care. It's just nice to have them. But I got those for 15 bucks. Pretty happy with it. I'm thinking now I'm going to try and get the whole collection. And I don't think I'll read them because, I don't think I'm going to read them because I don't want to damage them anymore. I think I'd rather just keep them just free and on my bookshelf and then just kind of admire them. And that's it. Just a little something for me to look at. So keeping with the Goosebumps trend, this is something that I found off Temu and really love it. And I might buy some more because I really like them. But these Goosebumps canvas bags. And I bought 2 this time. And they are the Horrorland scene there. And yeah, they're real canvas. And I think they're only like $6 or $7. And, they're not huge. Like if you take them to the grocery store, you might only get a few things in them. But it's just for, it's just for fun. Stuff like this. It's just for fun. So those are cute. So I really like those. And they weren't that much money, which is really nice. And, something else. It's not a iron-on. It's right in the fabric. So you could throw this thing in the washing machine and it's not going to peel right off. It's right on the fabric. So it's kind of fun. I've had a couple compliments on them in the last couple days. So fun. The very last thing, also from Temu, but still Goosebumps, is a Goosebumps sweatshirt. And it's very thin. This was just under 20 bucks, but extra large as well. But it's very thin, which I like because if it's, a nice fall day and you just want to put on a nice light sweater and a little goosebumpy action on there, that's awesome. So I'll wear that. Yeah, this is an extra large too. And the fabric is it's not bad. It's almost like you would expect a sweatshirt to be. The fabric has a bit of a sheen to it, which is honestly, it's just fine. So, some people are really stiffy about fabric and stuff like that. I don't get too stiffy about it, so. But yeah, there's that. So that's everything I have for my small little off-season haul, which is awesome. I'm really happy with everything I bought. I thought I got a good value. And, to be quite honest, you get anything from Temu you don't like, you just send it back and then you get your money back and it comes back really, really quick. So you just kind of have to look, you have to really go through the description and look at the sizes and measurements. Dear God, look at the measurements. Because they can fool you pretty easy with their photography. So look at the measurements, but you know what? You get it, you don't like it, it's not what you expect, you send it back, get your money back. I have lots of kind of fun stuff planned for this winter. Winter around here is a very cold, still, boring time of year here. So there is so much time to get projects and work done for the summer, fall, Halloween season. So that's pretty much what I do for my entire winter season as I work on my Halloween stuff. I have no time to work on it in the summer at all. Absolutely no time at all. I tried, but no, I have no time for it. So if I want to have stuff ready for Halloween, I have to get it done essentially by spring. So I have a lot of projects this winter that I'm going to do in the wood shop, and some Halloween crafting stuff, some decor, things like that. Some things my husband is going to help me with. So you might see him a little bit. But I want to make a couple of coffins for outside. I would like to have another coffin shelf for inside the house. I told you about that witch picture project I'm going to do, and a little bit of signage, stuff like that. But I'll explain more about what this signage stuff is a little bit later in a different video. But I think that's everything for now, and I'll leave it there. And thank you for hanging out with me, and thanks for watching. Like I said, thank you so much, those 4 viewers. Hey, it's a start, right? So keep on watching. I hope those 4 viewers come back, and I hope some new people watch the show as well. So if you like it, please subscribe it, or like check the like button, and give me a little comment too. That's kind of nice. I mean, that would be nice as well. So thanks again, and see you later. Bye.